Great news, the T100 firmware update is released. Let's see what it can do. First up is terrain following at speed. The difference I've noticed with terrain following at higher speeds is its accuracy and consistency. Early on, as you all noticed, it was continuously bucking and having to stop or slow down. Now it's able to fly hills smoothly and not having to buck nearly as often, if at all, and being able to keep your battery temperature and performance higher. Pushing past 43 feet per second, the drone's performance on hills is really good. It's not having to buck, it's not having to eat up the battery with constantly speeding up and slowing down. So you're getting longer flight times while being able to get out your spray so you can fill your tanks even fuller without having to worry about overheating batteries or coming back with too much in your tank. RTK, or network RTK, really only matters with this update for pivots or those steep hills where having higher accuracy would be helpful in the terrain following or obstacle avoidance. Other than that, RTK or network RTK may not be needed in your operation. Next up, boundary passes. With this new update, you're able to do multiple consecutive boundary passes. In the previous firmware, you were only able to do one boundary pass. So there's areas of your field that you wanted to stay farther away from, whether it be trees, power lines, whatever, you're limited to one pass at whatever your flight route was for the rest of the field. So if you're flying at 30 feet, you were only able to stay 30 feet away from the field edge. Now, with being able to do multiple boundary passes, you can increase that buffer from the edge of the field to whatever you feel comfortable with, whether it be 2 passes, 3 passes, 60, 90 feet, whatever makes you feel comfortable, you can now do. Altitude flexibility. The improvement in this firmware is being able to fly up to 1,600 feet when you're going up hills or different terrain. Your cap is still 328 feet above ground level straight up, but if you're flying up hills, you can now go up to 1,600 feet from where you took off at. Where this flexibility matters most is in areas where you're doing lots of hills or you're trying to do trees and forests. Having that ability to be able to go up higher without having to change where you're taking off at, so you're not having to move as often, you can get more done because that moving time can kill your efficiency. If you haven't updated your T100 firmware yet, you're missing out. There's lots of things that have improved that'll make your life easier and more efficient, especially when it comes to battery life and consumption. You'll be able to get more out of each battery without having to land as often. It's Aaron with Vaultant. Thanks for joining.